Alright, so two games have already been played between ElephantMan and the Survivalist. The 1v1 was won by Sun Tzu, and the 3v3 was won by ElephantMan. In both games, Sun Tzu did play pretty well with decent feudal age time, quite fast, under 9 minutes. And the harassment with men at arms did function pretty well. I think that the 4v4 should be similar to the 3v3, in which ElephantMan just dominated despite Sun Tzu, because Torisan and Nightmare seemed to be powerless against those so many elephants, and the unique unit from the melee. But the 2v2 is really promising. It should be quite interesting to watch. Let's focus on the king made by Tobi, which plays only in the 4v4. Yes, of course, better ElephantMan to go for elephants, but you also can see some karambit as pocket. This strategy consists in going for fast castle and elephant as flank, and a boom 3TC plus 1 castle and karambit as pocket. So for this game, I just hope that this symbol pocket position will work, or we might see elephant from every ElephantMan. Alright, none of the ElephantMan did research loom. It means that there was no idle GC at this point, which is a good news. And once again, Sun Tzu is doing a great job in Dark Age, with a really decent feudal age time once again. So the 1v1 was really one-sided for Sun Tzu. The 3v3 was a bit different because the closest ElephantMan managed to reach Castle Age and could train at least one elephant and survive a bit more than in the 1v1. So let's see what's going on this time. So the harassment is gonna start right now. Okay, red do have loom, which is pretty important at this point. I think that red player just need one more villagers to research Castle Age. if I'm right. Yep, okay, so red is not going too bad this time. Alright, the issue happened once again. Both of the ElephantMan didn't detect their position. This is really annoying. Alright, so we should see 2 elephants for red. Alright, so we've got some support from Torisan, which is coming with eagles. And there is an interesting move from green, which is actually targeting yellow. That sounds pretty good. Red being already quite busy against blue, it makes sense. Poor the king is actually dead. Next target should be teal. I didn't see purple army at this point. Alright, they are coming slowly. It looks like they are targeting teal. Oh no, they are eventually switching for gray. Alright. Red is 16 population. And teal will have a lot to do against orange and purple now. I like the fact that it is building a monastery. Yep, a first monkey is coming. And it takes time for yellow to come on blue just because green is making it busy. And orange is coming from nowhere on blue. And yellow is eventually coming. That's gonna be a lot for Sun Tzu. Blue is actually 112 population. Right, I think I can go 4 times the speed. Green haven't been touched. but I don't see green able to do anything at this point. So let's go for the 4 times the speed. So once again, Sun Tzu managed to dominate its opponent. The 2v2 is gonna be quite promising. The ally to Sun Tzu will be Torisan, the Aztec going for fast castle eagles. So we've got an elephant circus from orange. It means that it does have more than 40 elephants at this point. And we've got Karambit eventually from yellow and purple. Alright, let's give it a call. Alright, so unfortunately Arandi is no more here, but I assume that he will catch the VOD later, so let's go for the 4v4. The 2v2, sorry. Alright. I really see the survivalist able to win this. Torisan will need to handle its side while Sun Tzu have the power to kill its opponent, and the game should turn in a 1v1 at the end. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. Alright, I just updated the bracket. Now we were waiting for the score in the 2v2. So Sun Tzu used to click up at 19 civilian population, and that's gonna be once again the case. So Sun Tzu is really consistent in Dark Age. And ElephantMan going for Fast Castle, it will attempt to go for 29 civilian population before clicking up. So it's really risky against Sun Tzu, which used to start its attack while ElephantMan is in Dark Age. Alright, green did find its opponent. Alright, here we go. So red will have its main gold quite exposed. It should be able to build a second mining camp in case the first one is attacked. And the second one should be this one. Alright, Loom is not researched, so red is losing its villagers very fast. Okay, we've got Loom after having lost 2 villagers. So just 1 more villager is required and it should click up. This is done. Right, unfortunately the second mining camp is also exposed. I would have preferred the one at the back. Everything looks okay for yellow. Alright, let's see how Sun Tzu will handle the defensive tower from red. Alright, the tower is targeted. Just 1 gold is required, and red is gonna research next stage. Oh, it's delaying. Okay, it looks like red won't manage to research Castle Age just because it is low population. So now it's all about green versus yellow. Interesting to see that Torisan do have some spearmen. Torisan is targeting red. Let's compare the population between green and yellow. 33 villagers and 47 population for green, and 7 more civilian population for yellow, and 50 population. Okay, we've got the same population, but yellow do have more villagers than its opponents. Okay, the show must go on from yellow. I'm curious to see the behavior from green, which is actually attacking red. It will be attacked at home. Hello, Kimberly. Alright, so the comparison between green and yellow is clearly at the advantage of yellow at this point, so now time to compare blue and yellow. Blue not too far from being Castle Age, 50 population, 80, well, 50 civilian population, 80 population. It's quite close between between blue and yellow. It would be interesting to see red losing its TC. There would be no more reason for blue to stay stuck on red's town. I would like to see blue targeting yellow at this point. At least it does have some pikemen, which would help a lot. It looks like green is losing faster than red. Yeah, same amount of population for yellow and for green and red. So the game is really close. Okay, bye bye green. It looks like green resigned before having 0 population. We've got 1 surviving villager. Well, 2 surviving villagers. Alright, that's gonna be critical. ElephantMan is now targeting blue. Blue is actually having 1 unique TC. Yellow is booming with 3 TCs. And it looks like Sansu doesn't retreat its units, which are actually in redstone. Well, that sounds good for ElephantMan. Oh, I didn't realize that moonwalk. Alright, 90 population for blue, 130 and 23 for yellow, and 4 population for red. Alright, if you want to survive from Sun-Tzu, you just need to stay in the center of your town center, your self point X. Alright, time to go 4 times the speed. Blue keeps running on redstone despite the fact red have resigned. It's a shame. Alright, 15 population, civilian population. Let's call it GG. So unfortunately, Torisan couldn't handle much its opponent, but once again Sun Tzu managed to do pretty well against its mate.